This is a really old house. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, there's quite a few treasures here. Oh, look at him, look at him, look at her. Okay, okay, stand by. We'll come back to these. We'll come back to these. Did I do that math right? Yeah, 176 years old? I spent $700. Okay. It's kind of a hot, windy day here in Vegas, but I am out looking for estates. My eyes are watering because it's windy and there's pollen and there's all this stuff. So I'm like, I'm okay. So far I'm pulling up to this. Well, it's a privately run estate sale. The pictures looked really good. I'm hoping it's inside the house because what I'm seeing so far is not so promising. But you never know. You never know. Don't judge a book by its cover. Let's get inside and let's see what we can find. Let's get shop done. Okay, so we're 25% off today. There's supposed to be lots of really cool antiques. Love that mirror. $175. This is a really old house. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, there's quite a few treasures here. It's a cash only sale. I did bring some cash, not a whole lot. Hello.
Everything's 25% off today.
Saw that. Ooh, those are ivory. Those are cool. That is really pretty. Looks like there's going to be lots of Asian antiques. They're running this tomorrow too, so there'll be deeper discounts tomorrow. So this, I can kind of look and decide if I want to come back and get something more. I mean, that's amazing. Look at the jade insert, and then it's cloisonne, really intricate cloisonne, and then brass work. $129. That is a neat piece. Another really nice old piece of cloisonne. Oh, it's been mounted to that bottom little wood piece. $125. Okay. There's some true antiques here. Kazerson. $925. $750 on that one. Okay, I did see the slag glass collection in the pictures. Acro agate. 16 pieces, $10 each. I don't think there's 16 pieces anyway. Oh, look at him, look at him, look at her. Okay, okay, stand by. We'll come back to these. We'll come back to these. Oh, look at this beautiful slag glass swan. 75, so 25% off. It's like 55, and he says they're very negotiable on prices. Okay, I'm super interested in the slag glass swan. Let's see, do you have a mark? Do you have a mark? You do have a mark. I got an H. No. An I. That's imperial glass. Imperial glass swan. Okay, I am gonna look that one up. Let's see how much Mr. Rooster is. Mr. Rooster is repaired. It says repaired. Uh-oh. Let's see where it's been repaired. Some little chippies on the bottom. That's not bad though. That doesn't bother me. Let's see. Where have you been repaired? Oh, there we go. Yep, he's definitely been kind of glued back together. Darn it. I mean, it's a good repair because you have to look really hard to find it. I don't know how much that affects the value. Oh, I like this too. It's an acro agate. Okay, I'm gonna look a couple things up and then make a decision. Okay, I'm really wrestling with the rooster. I mean, it's a really good repair, but he said he'd come down to $20 on it for me. I just don't know. I don't know. I like some of these pieces. Like, look, little swan handles. And then the bird, 75. Yeah, gorgeous pieces. This is malachite glass. It's got a little mark. Let's see. That's imperial glass. The other one is not imperial. It was, okay, I'll have to put a shot on the screen. It's not imperial. It's actually an H and a diamond, same as this one. Oh gosh, I can't say it right off the top of my head. But this is imperial glass, and they call this malachite glass. You can see why. I mean, it looks like malachite. Oh, it's got a scene on there. Didn't even see the scene at first in the little panels. Oh, and that's an elephant head. See, I missed that at first too. Isn't that crazy? You can look at something and miss some of the little details until you just kind of look at it for a minute. Okay, let me look this one up. Okay, this one would be $15, so I'm gonna go ahead and start a pile with this. Okay, oh, look at that old dome. Wow. There's some true antiques, which is pretty cool. It's a shame this Majolica elephant vase has gotten pretty chipped. Oh, it's brass. It's etched brass. That's old etched brass. No mark. Got the little elephants here. Are they selling it as, I think they're selling this as a whole set. I'm not sure the tray originally went with the elephants. Nice old table. Now the other thing, when you see an estate sale like this, you can pretty much know that if you're questioning whether something is a reproduction or a more contemporary piece or a true antique, I mean, look around. This person obviously collected true antiques, so it doesn't absolutely assure you, but it can definitely lead you in that direction. So, as is chip on the bottom. That chip on the bottom on this old of a piece is not a huge deal for me. It is Nippon. I am having to look a few things up because this is a little bit out of my wheelhouse, but I think this could be a really good piece. Okay, I know this has chips, but with the comps that I found on this, and it's only gonna be what, like $15, $16, this is still a good piece to pick up, mostly because of that mark right there. Kind of gives us the age. I'll give more history and information on this when we get to the end. All right, he is talking about some furniture that's in the back room that I'm probably going to have a hard time with not picking up. Look at this, is such old flow. It's like a flow brown. Usually you see flow blue, and it's ironstone. Wow, and it's transferware. That's got a handle repair. I mean, this is some really old stuff. Little cloisonne jar, but it does have some significant damage. Ooh, quite a bit of damage on that one. That's too bad, because that's a nice little piece too. I don't know a lot about Asian antiques. I know these are like some good pieces, but if they're 20th century, they're not the most desirable of Asian antiques. In the Asian antiques world, I mean, they like the stuff that's like 1,000 years old to be like the super valuable. It doesn't mean that stuff doesn't have value. That looks like an old, like a buggy like seat, doesn't it? Just the way these rails are, that's been converted into a bench. I mean, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's see what we have here. I like that everything's got little tags and information on it. French pewter wine tasting cups. Interesting. Look at the little bird detail on the handles, then would this have been like the winery that it came from?
Sure, you may. Here's my card.
There it is. It's made in France. Those are really fun. Okay, there is a pair, you know, for $60 on Etsy, so this seems to be a good price, but not like a knock it out of the park price for me. A Bennington Toby mug. That's an oldie. Look at that. Bottom wear and discoloration. I think I'm definitely coming back tomorrow when they go to 50% off. Burley Ironstone, Staffordshire, England, for $40. Ooh, is that Kimper? It is. I knew it. Okay, what are they asking for that? That's a cool piece. $125. Yep. That's a good one. It's a good one. That's also Kimper. Ooh, there's some really good pieces here. Oh, that's gorgeous. Halden, England. Wow, look at the colors in that. They're asking $30 on that one. Oh, there's a pair here. Masons, Ironstone. Look at those colors. All right, we got some carnival glass. Not a super desirable color. It's just the green, but it comes out to be like kind of like a clam broth color. Saying this is Westmoreland Dogwood, 110. See, now that's a nice base color. That kind of an ice blue. That one might be worth a look up. This is Vaseline glass, Northwood Opalescent, 180. But what is this? Is it like a syrup jug of some sort? Inkwell. That is not American Brilliant. Wow. There's some really fun stuff here. That is glass. That looks like a Stevens & Williams Victorian era. It's in really good condition too. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna look that one up for sure. Okay, there's a few things missing from this table. All right, we've got some Goffin dolls. This one does not have the white face, just this one has the white Goffin face. There's the Slewed Horseshoe. No, this is not Slewed Horseshoe. This is the APG though. 100-year-old, more than 100-year-old punch bowl. Oh, look at the horses. Oh, no price tag there. How much are these horses?
Pretty reasonable, I think. I was thinking.
So how much is this now?
Those are sold. The two lamps, they're
Yeah.
sold. Someone bought those.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Those, well, there's a price here.
Oh, you got a price on them. Okay.
Yeah,
Is it the whole set?
all for. Yeah, the whole set was $85, and we got 25% off of that. So it's like, $50 for all, $10 a piece.
Okay, I'm gonna take those
How
two.
much is-
Let's look at this artwork. This is interesting. Look at the color. What does it say? The Blind Fiddler. Why am I always so drawn to art?
With the better art.
What do we got here? Sir David Wilkie. Yeah, there's something about the colors used in this. It's like, it's just really interesting. And then this is like a polo seat. No. Are they getting ready for like a fox hunt? It looks like maybe AJ Money. These are old prints. Oh wow, look at the back of that one. Yeah, these are oldies. Not gonna get them though. Not gonna get them. Look at the carving on this piece of furniture. Wow. It's not like my style, but boy, I can appreciate. Yeah, $800. It's Japanese. Look at the birds and like the flower detail. Pretty incredible. My goodness. Okay, there's a few things out here. Oh, she collected wind chimes. The whole patio is full of wind chimes. These are not for sale. Oh, this piece has a little chip on it. That's too bad. Oops. For decorative purposes only. She is resin made to look like ivory. Oh wow. Oh wow, that's a hair receiver that has been all glued back together. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, darn it. Cracked right down the middle, but look at all the little faces looking in. That is so interesting, but definitely has had a big repair. Oop, I see something I need. There we go. A little carved stone turtle with a turtle. I love it. Little salt and pepper elephants. Newer, because it got the little plastic bottom. Oh, look at these cute little guys.
Okay.
These are older.
That's a Barbie.
Okay, that's a beautiful old Italian little planter. There's the mark. I'd have to pull up my marks book to see which company used that little horse symbol there. But this one is 15, so 25% off of that. Okay, brings it under 10 bucks. I'm gonna grab that. That is a gorgeous hutch. Again, you've got the intricate carved wood. Just furniture was just so much different back then. Now we have like the plain IKEA stuff is what everybody wants. Not me. I like ornate furniture. Oh, I have some of this pattern that I have sold in the past. That is gorgeous. I don't want to deal with a platter. I just had to ship up that big fused glass, kind of like a chop plate that I picked up, and I had to pay $10 for a special box. I have to just keep this in mind when I get these big things, that they're gonna take weird boxes. Oh, I like him. He's a little gravelly stone elephant. I've got quite a pile, so I'm sure I'm gonna get a good price on him. Beautiful curios. I actually have one very similar to this. Let's see. 95. Oh my gosh, that's a steal. That's a steal. And curios on this side. It's a nice size curio. 40. Oh my gosh, that is such a great price. Oh, there's more salt and peppers. Let's see. These are $5 salt and peppers with 25% off. Makes them, what, $4.25? These guys are missing stoppers. Little penguins are cute. A little contemporary though. I don't need them. I don't need them. Oh goodness. Do I need a turtle tureen? I really don't. I don't need a turtle tureen. Oh, it's redware. So it's either Italy or Mexico. I'm leaning towards Italy. It looks like an Italian turtle. Ooh, I like him. Okay, let me think about him. Now this is true purple amethyst glass. This was not sun purpled. This is beautiful. Beautiful. I like it when it's this color. Alright. Don't need it though. Okay, so this is the olive tree, 1846, 1847 bound newspaper. U.S. declares war on Mexico. Look at that. Looks like all the newspaper fit together. Very cool. And there's a working electrified oil lamp. You can tell this was once an oil lamp. Yep, $300. Gorgeous. Let's go here. I'm anxious to find that furniture he was talking about. Look at that old chair. Oh, I wonder if this is the furniture he was talking about. It's a little rough. It's in a little rough shape. Actually, you know what? I think this sits on top of that. That's why we're seeing kind of the raw top. Yeah, 1850 highboy. Okay. Now it makes sense. So this piece sits on top of that piece. Got it. That is a very tall dresser. Still, top is a little rough. I mean, you'd be rough too if you were 170 years old. Did I do that math right? 1850, 100, 150, 100, yeah, 176 years old? I don't know. I don't do math. Look at this old roll top desk with all the carving. Holy smokes. Wow. Oh, an old Rolodex system display. That's very 70s or maybe 80s. What do you think? 70s or 80s? Looks like they got the old dome top trunk is sold. Wonder if it says how much it was. Oh, no, doesn't say. Gorgeous piece though. Okay, we got a French provincial room. Well, not that's contemporary. We've got a very old quilt on the bed though. Looks like this is a cutter, what they call a cutter quilt. So if you got this, you'd pretty much need to just use the pieces you could use. I'm not even sure that can be repaired. I'm sure somebody, you know, could patch it up. It's definitely old though. Got some clothes in the closet. I actually really like that sweater. Looks like there could be some vintage clothing. Really not my thing. I know clothing can sell really well, but it's just, I just can't get excited about it. Let's see. This is like a 1940s. They used that kind of walnut veneer. Again, kind of rough shape. That's unfortunate. Okay, I'm giving one more walk through this room, and I just noticed I was so busy looking at the stuff on top of the table, I missed the I think that's bird's eye maple. $125. Oh, what do we got here? I always do this when I'm opening up an antique piece of furniture because you can sometimes tell if something was hand planed or if it was machine planed. It'll be very like kind of wavy, uneven if it was hand planed. And this is old enough that that is possible that it could have been, but this is a little bit later. It is machine or tool planed. Look at the feet on this. Oh my goodness, this is a gorgeous piece of furniture. $125. Wow. I don't know where I'd put it though. Okay, I did a quick look up. Wait till you see the comps I got on this. And I see the comps calling it birch. I mean, it's not in perfect condition, but I think so. It's under $100. I think I'm gonna do it. I guess I'm in the table business now. All right, look at this candelabra. $269.
Okay.
On that piece. No matter what.
Look at the intricate prisms on this. That is gorgeous. Okay, they're wrapping everything up, and I'll have to show you. I got a few things off camera just because it got a little crowded in places. So I will show you, and we'll talk more about everything that I got. Ooh, look how gorgeous that is. Oh my goodness. So she was her mother was an antiques dealer. I'm not gonna mess too much getting that open. Oh gosh, that is so pretty. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I love that. Italian, I do believe that one is. And then look at this, like this early American. Those knobs have obviously been changed out. I would want to put those back to original, but also such a stunning piece. I'm trying to figure out what that is in there. It's like a piece of marble in there. No, it's not. It's leather. Look at that. It's leather. This would be good to put a piece of marble though. Interesting. So this was a desk. I'm trying to think what this would have been used for, because I was thinking it was like for the kitchen and cooking, but
Watch your head.
now with the leather top, I'm thinking this was more like a desk. What do you think? Okay. It's a little windy out there. I spent $700. I need to get home and see what I spent $700 on. Okay, let's do that. Let's go home and let's lay it all out. Actually, before you see that, I have to come back. I have to come back for the table. I'm going to bring Noah with me to come get the table. Those little pieces of furniture are solid wood, and they're a little bit on the heavy side. So they've marked it sold. Plus tomorrow they're doing 50% off. They gave me really good pricing. That's why I'm like, how did I spend $700? I added more pieces to the table when he told me he was giving me a better than 25% discount. So there's still some things I have my eye on that I'm coming back tomorrow. So after I come back tomorrow and show you what's still here and what I end up with, then we'll go and we'll lay it all out and we'll talk about it some more. So yeah, okay. Next day.
You all know I just moved and I have been trying to get my life back on track and back into thrifting. When you're thrifting and building inventory like I am, it is so easy to lose track of what you're actually spending, especially when you're finding good stuff. And when tax season rolls around, the chaos catches up to you fast. That's one of the main reasons I looked into Melio. Melio is basically a business payments platform that helps small business owners manage the money going in and out of their business all in one place. I can pay suppliers, storage, shipping costs, and regular vendors, all organized and tracked without the headache. And the vendor doesn't even need to have a Melio account to get paid. It was super easy to set up, which is really important to me because I do not have time for complicated technology. I can manage everything right from my phone. So whether I'm outsourcing or at home, I can send payments, get notifications, approve or decline payments, and stay on top of it all. One thing I really like is that Melio lets you pay by credit card, even when the vendor doesn't accept cards. I can also pay international vendors, which is really helpful. That flexibility can be really helpful for your cash flow when you're constantly sourcing inventory. And you can still earn your card rewards. It also syncs with accounting software like QuickBooks or Xero. So instead of scrambling at the end of the month or at tax season, my books are already organized. And if you're also sending invoices and getting paid by clients, Melio lets you create payment links so people can pay you by card or ACH in just a few clicks. Because Melio takes security seriously, I can manage my business finances with peace of mind. So if you're running any kind of business or side hustle, I'll drop a link below. Check out Melio and see if it makes sense for you. Try it yourself for free. Go to the link, schedule your first payment today.
Okay, it's the next day and I brought some backup to come and get my table. He's kind of sleepy still.
A little bit.
Because he had to get here early. Because he's got a race today, plus it's 50% off. So let's get inside. Let's see what else is inside that didn't sell yesterday. And let's see what Noah likes. Because this is like not the normal stuff we're used to seeing. So we're going to get inside. What are we going to do, Noah?
Let's get shop done.
Let's go.
There's always great.
I like this piece.
It's 450.
Yeah, how does this open? I couldn't get this open yesterday. How does this?
That's a key.
Oh, okay.
It's the key, but then, yeah, how does it pull down?
To the left,
Oh, it goes
I
left.
believe.
I know, it is tricky.
Let me see. So.
Feel it doing something, but it might just be like
Right
tight.
there.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Should just stay in there.
Oh, it's got a little.
Nope.
Oh, no, it didn't just stay in
It's
there.
not the original key. We were We have a lot of these at the shop.
Gotcha. And this probably used to be leather on here, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
We get, it was hers. She had it here. So. But this
Okay,
we grabbed-
I don't want that to fall open and break, so lock her back up.
Let's do that.
It's a gorgeous piece. Okay, still lots of goodies left. Oh, the train set sold. The train sold. Oh, no, you just moved it. Oh, there we go.
Yes.
There we go. There's the whole Lionel set. I know sometimes just the boxes can sell for big money. There's all the goodies that come with it. So it's like $1,000 today for.
So it's half price today, you know, the train.
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Did I see this teapot yesterday? I don't know if I saw this teapot yesterday. It's a really cool looking teapot. And it's old. I don't even want to pick it up by the handle.
$45.
What is it made of?
Pewter, I believe.
Oh.
What does that say? Can you read that? Am I reading it upside
It's
down?
upside down.
Oh. Oh, gosh. Okay.
You know, I was looking at these on eBay. You know, some of these, the ones in the original boxes, depending over there, they're like $400.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes just the empty boxes sell, yeah. I can't read what it says.
Divinston warranted.
Oh, well, there we go. I like it. I like that piece for $15. I think I'm going to grab that.
Hi, Danny.
A little closer. Hello, I'm well. How are you?
All right. Thank you. Sure.
Pretty cloisonne. So that would be,
Yeah, we can consolidate some of this.
yeah. I don't want to go too crazy because I spent quite a bit yesterday. I want to see. You like that? You like the little Viking ship?
I wouldn't get it, but it's
Hand
neat.
stopped. Do you know what hand stopped means?
Nope.
It means handmade, or hand wrought, or hand. It was made by
I would
hand.
assume so.
Yeah.
Oh, you going down here?
Yeah, I'm bummed that that piece is so damaged.
On the counter.
Ooh, that's a cool little piece there. That one would be, oh, that one would be 10. Okay, that's a nice piece. Okay, this was the table with all the glass goodies.
Is this carnival glass?
It is carnival glass. Yeah.
I like carnival glass.
I just don't like the color. It's just,
No, it's an odd color carnival
Yeah.
glass.
I'm not thrilled with the color.
I like the birds.
They are cool.
I like them. They're cool.
Painted bronze.
Yeah, the one you got yesterday was Norwood piece.
Yeah. This one's still here.
That's icy.
Actually, I don't think it is Heisey. It's
Really?
and I can't think of the name of it. I know it looks like the Heisey Diamond, but there's another company that made this slag glass, and it starts with an H.
Really?
I'll look it up for you. Okay, the bird is also still here. Ooh, and the rooster's still here.
She paid for that.
I do love the bird. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's quite a few of all the little slag glass pieces. Okay, what you looking at?
This bell. You just pull this free and then it rings.
I don't know. Is that the little bell ringer thing?
It sure seems like it because the stick holds it in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a little clangity clang thing. That's kind of a cool piece. Okay, these are still here. Just the detail on these. Look at the little monkey on the lid. So this one would be 40. And then this one, 19th century Japan cloisonne. You gotta look carefully for like any damage. I just don't like that it's actually mounted on the wood block. I think that's what I looked at yesterday too, and it's like, I want to see the bottom. I want to see the bottom of that piece. It's neat though. I'm very tempted by this one. I think I'm gonna look this one up real quick. Yeah, just can't do it. It's like a $50 piece. So 40 is a good price. The art, gosh, that piece is still here. I fully intended to look some stuff up last night, and time ran out on me. Okay, this is a beautiful old piece. Look at that crazing. Got kind of a fruit theme. This would only be $12.50. I think I'm gonna grab it. Okay, and there's our little table we're gonna take home. That piece still here, gorgeous. Candelabra still here. I don't know if we looked in here before. Chinese coin prosperity figure. Oh, they are coins. I didn't even realize that's put together with coins. That's wow.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is.
There's a lot of work in that. I don't know what the little monkeys are.
Morning, folks.
Good morning.
A little jade trees, some jewelry. Hey, Noah, it's a little race car.
I saw that.
You like it? Yeah. Me? Oh, look at that little clock. It's missing its
Heavy as can be.
little face. Okay, it's a sign. He's supposed to come with me. Yeah, like the high boy. I think it would have displayed better had it been like up on here. Okay, they're wrapping up the stuff. I will get back and I'll lay everything out and show you what I got. All right, my muscle came to help get the little table. You got it. Maneuvering around the corner. Ooh, here he goes. What would I do without you, Noah?
You didn't expect to find something like this.
You got it. You got it. You're free and clear. Here he goes.
Not too far from here on.
Okay, I've got one more box of stuff. We got the table loaded. Heading home to get it all laid out and talked about. All right, we got the table all snugged in there. Now get the rest of the goodies home. Thank you, Noah. Okay, I really love estate sales when they turn out like this. Some of the prices were a little high, but that's to be expected also when you go into the home of someone who was an antique dealer and they know the value of this stuff, and it's hard to adjust down to estate sale, garage sale, liquidation pricing sometimes. I know I'm wrestling with that a little bit in having my own estate sale. That's why I'm letting a company do it and negotiate prices and do all that, because I know I would struggle. I would struggle myself. So I get it, but they were very, very willing to negotiate pricing, and I'll show you everything I ended up with. Okay. Just 2 shelves of amazingness here. We are going to get into like some of the things that I didn't specifically show myself buying on video and talk about them for sure. But how about we just dive into this slag glass first? I love slag glass. Not all of it brings super good money. So you have to be careful. And I knew on the first day I had, it was priced higher than I could make money on it. So I was like, okay, let's see what's left on day 2, because then they're going to be a lot more negotiable. Let me just go through the row here. This originally had a lid, and it had a beautiful lid, but the seahorses were just too compelling. Actually, what I ended up doing on the second day was just making a deal for all of it. I think I gave him 120. That included these 2 pieces. So $120 for all of this slag glass. So that breaks out to like a little under $10 a piece. So really can't go wrong. So even though this is missing and I've got my cheat sheet, even though this is missing its lid, this piece, where is it? 30 to 40. It will still bring 30 to 40. If it had the lid, it would be 60 to 80. So that's a good piece, and it's called caramel slag glass, which is a good thing. The heart is Westmoreland. Unfortunately, it does have, it's like a stress crack. And there's the Westmoreland mark. It's got this, it does see, it's not through on the sides. It's a strange crack. So it doesn't come through here, doesn't come through here, but it's visible on the back and on the front. So that does deter from the value. This is a reticulated heart, kind of a trinket plate. It's worth 25 to 30 without that crack. So I'm going to have to reduce the price on that just a little bit to account for that and note it really good in the listing so that everybody knows that it's there. This piece, now they had everything kind of listed as acro agate, and obviously it's not, but this piece is. This is acro agate. They make marbles, or they made marbles. That's why that name might sound a little familiar. Blue is a very desirable slag glass color. This is daffodils. This one is worth $30 to $40. Bougie's very excited this morning. I probably hear him in the background. There is the swans. No maker's mark on the bottom of this one, but a little research tells us this is Chalner Taylor and Company, and it is worth $25 to $30. The little caramel slag mini pitcher. And the interesting thing is, like, see, these are both caramel, but this is a different coloration than this one. This is highly glossy. This one is more of a matte finish. This one, looking at my cheat sheet. Stand by. This one is worth like 12 to 15. Conservatively, I've looked there. I have to dig a little bit more. I'm very interested because this one has such a different feel, but let's just say, 15 for now until I find out some more. This is the malachite glass. This one's really fun. Now, I did pick this one up on day one because I have sold this malachite glass in the past. It's not malachite, the stone. It is slag glass made to replicate malachite, the stone. So they call it malachite glass, and it's very desirable. And this is the Imperial Storybook. It's got the elephant handle, which is amazing. It's got all these little panels, which is the story. And it is 1960s. 1960s is when they made these. Can't remember. Yep, it's got the Imperial glass mark right there on the bottom. He's worth about 40 to 50. I paid 15 because on day one, they did give me 40% off, which is why I went back and got a bunch of glass that I'm going to show you. Both of the orange pieces here are Kanawha glass. They're known for making crackle glass as well. This is just a nice little thumbprint creamer, and it is worth 20 to 25. The candle holders, which is really super exciting that there's a pair, those are worth 40 to 50. And I don't think Kanawha, I think they did theirs with stickers, so there's not actually an impressed mark. Yeah. So it's kind of just preservation of the information online that you can Google search by the image and find these things. The blue is a very, very desirable color of the slag glass. It sells better than most of the other colors. This little creamer here should bring at least $25 to $30. I was not able to figure out who did it. What's very interesting, this is an opalescent slag glass. So I am digging a little deeper on this one. I've had to do a lot of research with the items in this sale. So I'm just trying to get some conservative valuations to start and then go from there. If it goes up in value, you'll see that reflected in the nicheladyshop.com when I list it. Let's see, that one, I've got it down conservatively as 25 to 30, but it could be more. It could be, if I can figure out who done it. This is the daffodil little planter here that kind of matches the same daffodils we saw over there. It is also, I believe, an acro agate. Let me look at my notes. Yes, acro agate, $20 to $25 on that. It is marked made in USA. All right, let's get to the ones you want to talk about. All right, this has a story, so I'm gonna do that one last. The rooster that I wrestled with on day one. The only reason I wrestled with it is the repair. Had it not been repaired, I would have snagged this up so fast on day one, even at that $50. The interesting thing is, even with the repair, I believe this piece still will bring $100, because without the repair, it brings 200 plus. There's the old repair. You can tell it's old because that glue is all yellow. It was done really, really well and really only shows from the inside. The structural integrity is still really good. And because it is such a good piece, it can overcome that, and it's good for the resale market. And I get a lot of criticism for buying broken things and chipped things, but you have to determine what is the cost or what is the value with it not having that issue, and then you deduct a certain percentage for the issue, and then people who just love the item can't maybe afford the undamaged version will want this in their collection. So I have, for the last 25 plus years, used that theory, and it's worked really well. And I myself as a collector have bought many pieces the same way, and that's why I know about that theory. Okay, bird on nest. So I can't remember what they were asking for this bird originally, and I don't have the price tags on it anymore because I've already taken all the pictures. It is a very good piece. Now, we were all thrown off by the H in a diamond because that is a Heisey mark. H in a diamond is Heisey glass, but Heisey never made slag glass. And so there was the discrepancy. So I had to get home and do a little homework on this piece. And what I found out was in the late 1950s, Heisey, the molds for the Heisey pieces were sold to Imperial Glass. And then Imperial Glass made the pieces in slag. So that's why you see the Heisey symbol, because it's part of the mold that the piece was made with. So it's not actually Heisey, but they call it Heisey by Imperial. If you're looking at listings, there's a lot of pieces out there because Imperial Glass made a lot of the pieces and retained the original Heisey mark. So I thought that was a really interesting piece of history there. Okay, this is one of the pieces I picked up on day one, and I'm still quite fascinated with it and have not been able to fully figure out who it's made by. It's better done than Bristol glass, and with the quality and caliber of everything at this sale, I think this is Victorian. It is hand blown. You can tell the little pontil there. It is hand painted. The paint is all really good on this piece. The color is super interesting. That's what's kind of getting me. I can find nothing quite like it. So if you know anything about this piece, I would love to know what you know. I did pay $10 for it. And again, conservatively, without knowing anything further, I'm sure it's worth at least 25 to 30. But again, it could be more if I can find out the history. I talked about this bowl in the video. I've been picking up a few of the Asian bowls because of the provenance, because we know everything at this sale was the real deal. I felt very comfortable picking this up with just a little bit of damage. The damage is not on the top. The damage is only on this foot. And so that really doesn't scare me away. But this is the part that I knew was good. This being here, this Nippon, dates this to between 1891 and 1921. This is an old piece. This is a true antique. And I got it for $15. I know it's worth at least $50, possibly more. So I'm still doing that research. Oh yeah, it does have a little I forgot. It does have, not there, just there. It does have one little flea bite on the rim as well. Still, it's still $50 all day long because of the age and the desirability of this piece. This piece I am so smitten with. I love Stevens & Williams glass. It's a very unique look. That's why you can usually tell when you have a piece, they put these applied flowers in the riggery, and it's usually in this cased glass fashion. I have to wonder, did Fenton get inspired for their crests with the Stevens & Williams? Because Stevens & Williams is much older than Fenton. This piece dates to the 1800s. It is Victorian. I paid $75 for it, but it is worth over $200. Just this little bud vase, just like that, because of its desirability. It's in amazing condition. I do feel one little thing there. I feel one little stress. Okay, all right. I might have to reduce the price a little bit because of that, but still, even if I take $50 off, I'm still good with doubling my money on a $75 purchase. It's gorgeous. I wouldn't care if this stayed in my own collection for a while. I did pick up the little Chinese Tang Dynasty reproduction war horses. This is called a Senkai glaze. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I love that there are 5 different colors. I am listing these individually. Tell me if that's a mistake. Should I have put these all in one listing? Because if I had put them all together, I would have to put like $125 to $150 on the lot. Whereas if I do them individually, I can ask $25 to $30 a piece on them. They do. Let's see if one of them's easier to see, the mark on the bottom. Not so much. Can you see the little, I guess you can see it there, the little impressed mark right there. These are really good pieces, and the glazes are really good on these. So I was super excited. He did let me have them for $50 for the set. This little guy is also one of my mystery pieces. I haven't quite found all the information I'm looking for. I've spent some time on it. I cannot find my actual Marks books, and that's what's holding me back. Sometimes the internet is not the best place to find some of these old Marks. Sometimes it is in the old books, which I have, just not unpacked. But look at the mark on this. This is what intrigued me. So, of course, it says Italy, but it is the kind of the wolf dog. I thought it was a horse at first, but then I see the bushy tail. So it's like a wolf symbol on the bottom of this. Plus, you can see the age in that clay bottom. It does have a couple little bumps on the bottom edges there. Just a beautiful little piece. Paid $10. Can't go wrong paying $10. And it is worth at least $25 to $30, maybe more if I can figure out that mark is something special. Okay, this little guy I also have not been able to find, and I thought it'd be super easy because I remember these little composite animals being pretty prevalent for a while. I know it kind of looks like sand, but it's coarser than sand. It's like, I don't know, it's like gravel. It's like little composite granite gravel type thing. And then look at the eyes, like, ooh, he's looking into your soul. Just a fun little piece. They let me have this for like $2, and I should be able to get at least 12 to 15 for him, but I really would like to find out more about how they make these pieces. So I'm probably going to dig a little bit further, even though he's going to get listed. Okay, here's some of the goodies you did not see me pick up on camera. So this glass paperweight. When I went back, when he said he was giving me 40% off on the first day, that's when I went back and I grabbed a few things. Because I said, yeah, I'll come back tomorrow for 50% off. He's like, why don't you just give you 40% off now? I'm like, okay. So I paid $40. Now, you can pay up for good paperweights. Good paperweights sell well. This one is signed, although I have not been able to fully determine that signature. I think I see Kawaii on the signature, but I can't make out what's above the Kawaii. I don't think it's Hawaii. I think it's a K. I really think that's a K. It could be an H. So it's either Hawaii or Kauai. And then there is a name up there. But I can't make it out. So a lot of times this iridescence is made from volcanic ash. So that would make sense if it came from Hawaii because they have a lot of volcanic ash. I don't know if this is coming through on the camera. There's like layers. You see how it's like an inner core inside? This is a really cool paperweight. It's got really awesome dimension to it. Like you're looking in the window of the glass there. Again, I haven't been able to quite nail down who made this, but it's worth somewhere between $60 and $100. So the least I'll profit off of this is $20, but it could be much higher if I can just spend a little time and figure out the details on that piece. Oh, this piece. This is not glass. This is porcelain. This is an incredible piece. I just love the look of it. Again, it was one of those pieces that the price was right. I wanted to learn more about it. I got it for $18, and I wouldn't mind this staying in my own curio cabinet. It's gorgeous, and it is signed. There is the signature on there. I always feel like I'm holding everything upside down. Is it S? Okay, I know what it is. It's Reisner, Stellmacher, and Kessel, and it is Bohemian. It is Art Nouveau, and it's considered an amphora vase. Amphora simply means a vessel that holds liquid. I'm not sure. Now that I look at it, I'm like, is it amphora? I guess the handles kind of are what are one of the determining factors in calling something amphora. But it's a nice little vase. Now this nice little vase that I paid $18 for, it's worth $200 to $250. Yep, don't overlook those little things. Here is the antique ironstone Hydra creamer, and it's in Amari colors, but look, that's a snake. It has a snake handle. I'm not a big fan of snakes, but very interesting mark is what I noticed on this piece. It was $12, should bring $25 to $30. I did pick up this gorgeous piece of carnival glass. It's so unique. Again, it's all about that base color as to the value. The same pattern can be worth different amounts depending on what that base color is. And this is an ice blue. Very rare and very desirable. I paid $66 for this piece. Now, I don't have quite the margin I would love to have on a piece like this, but again, this is a piece I would put in my own collection. So it is worth $75 to $100. And I will probably price it on the higher side. Otherwise, I will just keep it because it's beautiful. And it fits in with my blue opalescent glass just fine. I don't know. Did I say the pattern? Oh, it's Westmoreland Carolina Dogwood is the pattern. This little cutie right here is Vaseline opalescent glass. And they actually call it a syrup molasses can. They call it a can. Because I guess, I don't know. Why do we question why they call some things things? I paid $108 for this. I paid up because I knew antique opalescent Vaseline glass was a good risk. This is the difference between Vaseline and uranium glass. Uranium glass is green. Vaseline glass is this creamy yellow Vaseline color. That's true Vaseline glass. And this piece is worth $250 to $300. It's pretty rare. Oh, I almost forgot. It's made by the National Glass Company between 1899 and 1904. This one's probably in the 1901 age range. And the other name for this pattern is Diamond Spearhead. Okay, here's another piece that I really paid up for. Absolutely spectacular piece of Victorian glass. It is made by, and again, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Harak Palatin. It's H-A-R. I'll just put one up on the screen. You'll see the spelling. It is a glass biscuit jar. It is Victorian. I paid $210 I did indeed. So the lid is made by Best Sheffield Plate. What does that say? Randall, I don't know what that says. I don't know. I didn't look that up. Didn't look that part up. I was so enamored by the glass. So there it is. It's amazing. It's amazing. I can't actually find one with this exact pattern. I can find some with different patterns. They did a lot of the swirl patterns, but this is so awesomely unique. Let's see. What do I have this valued at on my little cheat sheet? $400 to $600. This will bring $400 to $600. This is one of those long tail items. I may sit on it for a while. So you have to be really careful when you're paying up for something that it is worth sitting on for a little bit. This one is. That's, when you pay $200 and you can get $400 to $600, that's a good day. I did end up getting the pewter teapot. It is by Dixon and Son, and it ages between 1823 and 1829. That's why you've got this amazing wood handle that's actually got some wear on it because someone used this to make their tea. Look at the little lion feet. I love this piece. And I paid $18 is all I paid. It's worth $125 to $150. This is another piece that I have not been able to fully find, but because of the caliber of this sale, I knew this was a good old piece. And I only paid $12.50 for this. Yeah, that's worth taking a risk on. Here's the bottom. Lots of age showing on this. I looked up and found they're calling this Italian Talavera, which would make sense. I could see that. Cannot find this exact piece. You can see this is natural crazing. This is not man-made, like make it look old crazing. This is what's trying to be mimicked. This genuine old crazing of a piece. This is over 100 years old. I am quite certain. And I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's worth at least $50, but possibly more. So I have some work to do. I have some research to do, and I'm going to get to it. Yes, and I did end up with the Italian turtle terrine for $20 because it was just meant to be because he was still there. Okay, I've got this on its side just to show you the bottom of the table and how this is put together, and this is how I know it's a true antique. Look at those screws. This is such an amazing piece. I'm going to show you the bottom here, how this is all constructed. I'm a little bummed that it doesn't have a name on the bottom, but let me tell you what I found out about this piece. So this is attributed to Biedermeier. B-I-E-D. Again, I'll just put something on the screen for you here. But it is birch. It is gorgeous. What did I do? Okay, wait. There, where's my drawer? There it is. Absolutely stunning old piece of furniture. I paid, like $90 for this, I think? Yeah, $90 with a discount. Sometimes if you pull out the drawers, you can find a name. I didn't do that first. Yep, still no name. Okay. It was worth a look. So, I can't find this exact table, but I have found some selling for thousands of dollars. So a $90 purchase is a very safe bet. How will I sell this and ship this? I will use cherish.com because they have services for big pieces like this and furniture. You can sell all kinds of things there. So that is where I'm going to list and sell this. But I'm thinking I'm going to get at least $500, if not more, only because it needs a little bit of restoration to make it like $1,000 table, but I think that's totally doable. So with that, we're going to get this stuff listed in thenichelady.shop.com. You go be profitable and make it fun. I love you, even if you are a brat.